Nithyanandam. Before we begin the Pratyakshapada Puja, please declare the following statements with integrity and authenticity. If you agree, please say yes loudly. I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand, and declare the truth that cosmic energy exists. Yes. I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand, and declare the truth that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the Chinmaya Vigraha, the embodiment and representation of that very cosmic energy. Yes. I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand, and declare the truth that whatever I offer in the Pratyakshapada Puja at the Divine Lotus Feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, will reach the cosmic source of energy directly. Yes, I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand, and declare the truth of Soham Asmi, that even when I worship, I am Him. Yes. Let us now begin the Pratyakshapada Puja. Please be seated with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. And please be in a deep space of restful awareness and gratitude in your Anandagandha. Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Samarambham Nithyanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Madhyamam Nithyananda Pariyantam Vande Guru Paramparam Lalathe Tripundri Nitila Dhrita Kasturi Tilakaha Spuran Maladhara Spurita Gadi Gopi Navasanaha Dadano Dushtaram Chirasi Phanirajam Shashikalam Pradipa Sarvesham Arunagiri Yogi Vijayate. Achamya Om Atmadattvam Jodayami Svadha Vidyadattvam Jodayami Svadha Shivadattvam Jodayami Svadha Mamridaya Namaha. Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarvavignopashantayet Prananayamya. Om Hom Ishanamurdaya Namaha Om Hem Tatpurushavaktiraya Namaha Om Hum Gurudaya Namaha Om Him Vamadevukya Namaha Om Hum Sajyojatamurte Namaha Om Mahamridaya Namaha Om Him Shirse Namaha Om Hum Shikaya Namaha Om Hem Kavachaya Namaha Om Hom Netrebhyo Namaha Om Hastraya Namaha Om Hom Ishanamurdaya Namaha Om Hem Tatpurushavaktiraya Namaha Om Hum Gurudaya Namaha Om Him Vamadevukya Namaha Om Hum Sajyojatamurte Namaha Om Mahamridaya Namaha Om Him Shirse Namaha Om Hum Shikaya Namaha Om Hem Kavachaya Namaha Om Hom Netrebhyo Namaha Om Hastraya Namaha Om Hom Ishanamurdaya Namaha Om Hem Tatpurushavaktiraya Namaha Om Hum Gurudaya Namaha Om Him Vamadevukya Namaha Om Hum Sajyojatamurte Namaha Om Mahamridaya Namaha Om Him Shirse Namaha Om Hum Shikaya Namaha Om Hem Kavachaya Namaha Om Hom Netrebhyo Namaha Om Hastraya Namaha ओम नमोपात्त समस्त दुरिदक्षय द्वारा भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम च शुभे शोभने मुहूर्ते आद्य ब्राह्मणः द्वितीय परार्धे श्री श्वेतवराह कल्पे वैवस्वतमन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशतितमे नित्ययुगे प्रथमे पादे जम्बूद्वीपे भारतवर्षे भरतखण्डे मेरोः दक्षिणे पार्श्वे शखाब्दे अस्मिन् वर्तमाने व्यवहारिके प्रभवादीनां षष्ट्याः संवत्सराणां मध्ये सुभकृतनाम संवत्सरे दक्षिणायने लक्ष्मी वेंकटेश्वर ऋतौ वृश्चिकमासे शुक्लपक्षे चतुर्द्यां शुभदितो भानुवासरयुक्तायां स्थिरवासरयुक्तायां तृतीयायां शुभदितो मूला नक्षत्र शूलयोग तैतुलकर्ण एवं गुणविशेषण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभदितो श्री कैलासोन्नत द्वादशांत श्यामला पीठारूढ़ श्री मीनाक्षी सुंदरेश्वराभिन्न स्वरूप परशिवपुत्र रत्नकुमार गुरुमन्यतुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती स्तन्यपान लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागम सारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत् परमशिव करुणा समितिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान गीयमान छत्र चामर श्रीचिह्न काहलादि समस्त बिरडावल्यलंकृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संग सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्ययापवर्ग वर्ष विश्रान जीमूत परमत कलभ केसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पाण्य महाराज गुरु क्षपन शाख्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षणा नरहार ध्वजोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद् वृषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्त्रे सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्यवाचक स्वामिनाम अवतारभूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ तृणवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रजित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ गत्रे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्याद्यनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणी पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरु श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमद् जगद्गुरु श्री भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिनां प्रीत्यर्थम तेषां पादारविन्दयोः भक्ति सिद्ध्यर्थम गुरुकृपा कटाक्ष सिद्ध्यर्थम क्षेमस्थैर्य वीर्य विजय आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्याणाम् अभिवृद्ध्यर्थम धर्मार्थ काममोक्ष चतुर्विध फलपुरुषार्थ सिद्ध्यर्थम समस्त दुरितोपशान्त्यर्थम समस्त मंगलावाप्त्यर्थम भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रसादेन सकुटुंबस्य ज्ञानवैराग्य जीवन मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थम श्री सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूप श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव अवतारभूत श्री सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूप भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रत्यक्ष पाद पूजां करिष्ये। ओम अभौवस्पृश्य कंठानादम् ओम आगमार्तन्तु देवानां गमनार्तन्तु राक्षसां घंटानादं करोम्यादो देवता आह्वानलाञ्छनं घंटादेवताभ्यो नमः। मानस पूजा। ओम हृत्पद्ममासनं दद्यात् सहस्रारच्युतामृतैः पाद्यं चरणयोर्दद्यात् मनस्तु अर्घ्यं निवेदयेत् तेन अमृतेन आचमनीयं स्नानीयं तेन च स्मृतम् आकाशतत्त्वं वस्त्रं स्यात् गन्धः स्यात् गन्धतत्त्वकं चित्तं प्रकल्पयेत् पुष्पं धूपं प्राणान् प्रकल्पयेत् तेजस्तत्त्वं च दीपार्थं नैवेद्यं स्यात् सुधाम्बुधिः अनाहतध्वनिर्घण्टा वायुतत्त्वं च चामरं सहस्रारं भवेच्छत्रं शब्दतत्त्वं च गीतकं नृत्यमिन्द्रियकर्माणि चाञ्चल्यं मनसस्तथा सुमेकलां पद्ममालां पुष्पं नानाविधं तथा अमायाद्यैर्भावपुष्पैः अर्चयेत् भावगोचरम् अमायम् अनहङ्कारम् अरागम् अमधं तथा अमोहगम् अदम्बं च अद्वेष अक्षोभगौ तथा अमात्सर्यम् अलोभं च दशपुष्पं विदुर्बुधाः अहिंसा परमं पुष्पं पुष्पमिन्द्रियनिग्रहः दया पुष्पं क्षमा पुष्पं ज्ञानपुष्पं च पंचमम् इति पंचदशैर्भावपुष्पैः सम्पूजयेत् भगवन्तं श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवम्। उपचार पूजा। ओम आसनम ओम सर्वभूतान्तरस्थाय सर्वभूतान्तरात्मने कल्पयाम्युपवेशार्थम् आसनं ते नमो नमः। ओम ह्रीं इदं सुवर्णासनं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः। स्वागतम्। ओम शान्तत्वात् सर्वकर्तृत्वा भावो परतिकारणात् शिव उक्तो महातन्त्र मन्त्रविद्भिः सदा शिवः तस्मै शिवाय गुरवे वीतरागकलाय वै अमेयत्वात् अनन्तोऽयम् अजत्वाच्च प्रकीर्तितः यस्य दर्शनमिच्छन्ति देवाः स्वाभीष्टसिद्धये तस्मै ते परमेशान स्वागतं स्वागतं प्रभो। अद्य मे सबलं जन्म जीवनं सफला क्रियाः स्वागतं यत्त्वया तन्मे तपसां फलमागतम्। ॐ ह्रीं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूप भगवन् श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिव स्वागतं सुस्वागतं ते। पाद्यम् ॐ यद्भक्तिलेशसम्पर्कात् परमानन्दसम्प्लवः तस्मै ते परमेशान पाद्यं शुद्धाय कल्पयेत्। ॐ ह्रीं एतत् पाद्यं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः। अर्घ्यः ॐ दुर्वाक्षतसमायुक्तं बिल्वपत्रं तथा परं शोभनं शङ्खपात्रस्थं गृहाणार्घ्यं महेश्वर ॐ ह्रीं एषोऽर्घ्यः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय स्वाहा। आचमनीयम् ॐ मन्दाकिन्यास्तु यद्वारी सर्वपापहरं शुभं ग्रहाणाचमनीयं त्वं मया भक्त्या निवेदितम्। ॐ ह्रीं इदम् आचमनीयोदकं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय स्वधा। मधुपर्कः ॐ सर्वकल्मषनाशाय परिपूर्णसुधात्मकं मधुपर्कमिमं देव कल्पयामि प्रसीद मे। ॐ ह्रीं एष मधुपर्कः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय स्वधा। गन्धतैलम् ॐ स्नेहं ग्रहाण स्नेहेन लोकानामितकारक सर्वलोकेषु शुद्धस्त्वं दधामि स्नेहमुत्तमम्। ॐ ह्रीं इदं गन्धतैलं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय निवेदयामि। स्नानीयम् ॐ इदं शिशीतलं वारि स्वच्छं शुद्धं मनोहरं स्नानार्थं ते मया भक्त्या कल्पितं प्रतिगृह्यताम्। ॐ ह्रीं इदं स्नानीयोदकं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय निवेदयामि। वस्त्रम् ॐ मायाचित्रपटाचन्न निजगुह्योरुतेजसे निरावरणविज्ञाय वासस्ते कल्पयाम्यहम्। ॐ ह्रीं इदं वस्त्रोत्तरीयं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय निवेदयामि। आभरणम् ॐ स्वभावसुन्दराङ्गाय नानाशक्त्याश्रयाय ते सुवर्णं भूषणं तुभ्यं कल्पयामि प्रसीद मे। ॐ ह्रीं इदं सुवर्णाभरणं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय निवेदयामि। गन्धः ॐ शरीरं तेन जानामि चेष्टां नैव च मया निवेदितान् गन्धान् प्रतिगृह्य विलिप्यताम्। ॐ ह्रीं एषद्गन्धः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। पुष्पम् ॐ तुरीयवनसम्पन्नं नानागुणमनोहरम् आनन्दसौरभं पुष्पं गृह्यताम् इदमुत्तमम् ॐ ह्रीं इदानी सचन्दनपुष्पाणि सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय वौषट् बिल्वपत्रम् ॐ अमृतोद्भवं श्रीवृक्षं शङ्करस्य सदा प्रियं बिल्वपत्रं प्रयच्छामि पवित्रं ते सुरेश्वर ॐ ह्रीं एतानि सचन्दनबिल्वपत्राणि सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय वौषट् तुलसीपत्रम् ॐ नमस्ते बहुरूपाय वरदमूर्तये परमात्मने स्वाहा ॐ ह्रीं इदं सचन्दनतुलसीपत्रं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः धूपः ॐ वनस्पतिरसो दिव्यो गन्धाद्य सुमनोहरः आग्रेयः सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम् ॐ ह्रीं एष धूपः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः दीपः ॐ सुप्रकाशो महादीपः सर्वतस्तिमिरापः सभाख्याभ्यन्तरज्योतिर्दीपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यताम् ॐ ह्रीं एष दीपः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः नैवेद्यम् ॐ नैवेद्यं विविधं देव शर्करादिविनिर्मितं मया निवेदितं भक्त्या गृहाण परमेश्वर ॐ ह्रीं इदं स्वोपकरणनैवेद्यं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय निवेदयामि पानीयम् ॐ समस्तदेवदेवेश सर्वतृप्तिकरं परम् अखण्डानन्दसम्पूर्णं गृहाणजलमुत्तमम् ॐ ह्रीं इदं पानार्थोदकं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः पुनराचमनीयम् ॐ उच्छिष्टमप्यशुचिर्वा यस्य स्मरणमात्रतः शुद्धिमाप्नोति तस्मै ते पुनराचमनीयकम् ॐ ह्रीं इदं पुनराचमनीयोदकं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय स्वाहा। आरात्रिकम् ॐ ह्रीं एषा दीपमाला सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवाय नमः। ॐ राजाधिराजाय प्रसंयसाहिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे समे कामान् कामकामाय मह्यं कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वैश्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः। कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। आराद्रिकं समर्पयामि भगवच्छ्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवचरणकमलेभ्यो नमः। पुष्पाञ्जलिः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अनेकजन्मसम्प्राप्तकर्मबन्धविदाहिने आत्मज्ञानप्रदानेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मन्नाथ श्रीजगन्नाथो मद्गुरु श्रीजगद्गुरुः ममात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुराप्नेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। पुष्पाञ्जलिं समर्पयामि भगवच्छ्रीनित्यानन्दपरमशिवचरणकमलेभ्यो नमः। ॐ नित्यानन्दम्।
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
स्वामी ओम जय नित्यानंदा, ओम जय नित्यानंदा, स्वामी जय जय नित्यानंदा, लोकनाथ श्री आकाशो भगवान कलिकल्मषमग्नानां नित्या उद्धारण चिकीर्षया, स्वामी ओम जय नित्यानंदा। कर्णधार स्वरूपक नित्या सर्वधर्म स्वरूपा, स्वामी संसारार्णव घोरे ध्यान लोक प्रदीपक नित्या, ध्यान लोक प्रदीपक नित्या सर्वभूतात्मन्, स्वामी ओम जय नित्यानंदा, ओम जय नित्यानंदा, स्वामी जय जय नित्यानंदा, लोकनाथ स्थितकाशो भगवान कलिकल्मषमग्नानां नित्या उद्धारण चिकीर्षया, स्वामी ओम जय नित्यानंदा। ध्यानेस्तथा शुद्ध ज्ञानस्य मार्गो प्रदर्शितो द्वौ नित्या, प्रदर्शितो द्वौ नित्या, तयोर्गतानां ध्रुवनायकोऽसि, तयोर्गतानां ध्रुवनायकोऽसि भगवान् नित्यानन्दा, स्वामी जय जय नित्यानन्दा, ओम जय नित्यानन्दा, स्वामी जय जय नित्यानन्दा, लोकनाथ स्थितकाशो भगवान् कलिकल्मषमग्नानां नित्या उद्धारण चिकीर्षया, स्वामी ओम जय Swami Om Jai Nithyananda. Om Jai Nithyananda. Swami Jai Jai Nithyananda. Lokanath Sthita Kasho Bhagavan Kali Kalmashamagnaanam Nitya Uttarana Chikeshaya. Swami Om Jai Nithyananda. सर्वदेवी स्वरूपाय नित्या सर्वदेव स्वरूपिणे नित्य सर्वदेव स्वरूपिणे विरक्ति भक्ति नैर्मल्य नित्या विरक्ति भक्ति नैर्मल्य नित्या भूति मंगलकारिणे स्वामी ओम जय नित्यानंदा. ओम जय नित्यानंदा. स्वामी जय जय नित्यानंदा. लोकनाथ स्थित काशो भगवान कलि कल्मषमग्नानां नित्या उत्तारण चिकीर्षया. स्वामी ओम जय नित्यानंदा. ओम जय नित्यानंदा. स्वामी जय जय नित्यानंदा. लोकनाथ स्थित काशो भगवान कलि कल्मषमग्नानां नित्या उत्तारण चिकीर्षया. स्वामी ओम जय नित्यानंदा. ओम जय नित्यानंदा. स्वामी जय जय नित्यानंदा. लोकनाथ स्थित काशो भगवान कलि कल्मषमग्नानां नित्या उत्तारण चिकीर्षया. स्वामी ओम जय नित्यानंदा.
जय परमहंस श्री श्री नित्यानंद स्वामी की जय.
I welcome all of you, the whole world, to come and celebrate, enjoy not only the enlightenment ecosystem, the beauty of how it is getting revived. Be an insider for this great revival process. If you are an insider even for a startup company, you will understand not only the result of the company, even that being an insider is such a joy. Being an insider when it was happening is something extraordinary. So, I welcome all of you to come and be part of an insider of this revival of Kailasa, the enlightenment ecosystem, sovereign order of Kailasa, Kailasa nation itself. I request and welcome, invite all of you to become e-Kailasian. Get your free e-passport and make billions receive this free e-passport. What I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is Kailasa. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost.
Modern science says that all that exists, whether manifest or unmanifest, is a probability. Infinite probabilities create a quantum field of infinite potential. An observer collapses the probability wave into a particle. Your intention thus creates the reality. Called the observer effect, it is the very act of observation that precipitates any reality into existence. Hinduism is far advanced than this primitive understanding in the modern day. Hindus know this field of infinite potential as Paramashiva. Paramashiva permeates everything, manifest and unmanifest. He is intelligent, compassionate, and a myriad other auspicious qualities. Our scriptures provide detailed descriptions of how to invoke His presence on the earthly plane, the visualizations that manifest Him, the mantras, sounds that invoke Him, how He looks, His various dimensions, the actions that please Him and have His blessings rain on you, the times in the past when He has manifested for us and led us through a breakthrough. Hinduism knows the art of communing with Paramashiva to manifest any reality we want. And when our effort and all the knowledge isn't enough, He Himself incarnates in human body to show us how, to liberate us, to show us where we are stuck, to take us to oneness. Pratyaksha Pada Puja to His Divine Holiness Paramahamsa Nithyananda, Paramashiva incarnate. Sit at His sacred feet, let Him awaken you to your field of infinite possibilities, to your oneness with Him. Register now, Pratyaksha Pada Puja.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuous. I'll start from the basics and give you the best of the best of Vedas and Agamas. Listen. Purpose of life is enlightenment. Enlightenment means having the ultimate truth, the most powerful ultimate truths as your operating inner software.
Nithyananda Satya Nityarupa Nitya Nithyananda Satya Nityarupa Brahma Nithyananda Vishnu Shivarupa Brahma Nithyananda Vishnu Shivarupa.
The Aushadha bath really wakes you up, not only your mentally, but it feels like every pore of your body gets well woken up, because when you apply the Aushadha, it gets into your skin, it activates every little cell under the skin, and it just really gets you wide awake. Because with so little sleep, we're able to function and stay all day, do yoga, do power manifestation. I think the Aushadha bath is a huge component of that. Thank you, Swamiji.
When the universal truths become the source cognitions for you, when you start reverberating with the universal truths, cosmic constitution, the ultimate cognitions, Paramasatyas, it is literally like an elephant entering into a hut, vibrating in the frequency of the cosmic constitution, cosmic truths, universal truths. welcome all of you, the whole world, to come and celebrate, enjoy not only the enlightenment ecosystem, the beauty of how it is getting revived. Be an insider for this great revival process. If you are an insider even for a startup company, you will understand not only the result of the company, even that being an insider is such a joy. Being an insider when it was happening is something extraordinary. So, I welcome all of you to come and be part of an insider of this revival of Kailasa, the enlightenment ecosystem, sovereign order of Kailasa, Kailasa nation itself. I request and welcome, invite all of you to become e-Kailasian. Get your free e-passport and make billions receive this free e-passport. What I mean by the word e-Kailasa, listen intensely.
Coronated as the Mahamandaleshwar, the supreme spiritual head of Mahanirvani Akhada, the largest apex monastic order of Hinduism. The supreme pontiff of Hinduism was the youngest Mahamandaleshwar during his coronation. In the year 2013, the supreme pontiff of Hinduism was declared as the Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of the Atal Akhada, the oldest monastic order in Hinduism, by Acharya Mahamandaleshwar Sukadevanandaji, the then incumbent spiritual head. In the year 2014, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Mahasanidhanam of Tanjore Adinam. In the year 2014, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Mahasanidhanam of Thiruvarur Adinam. In the same year, in 2014, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was also coronated as the Guru Mahasanidhanam of Vedaranyam Adinam and Panchanadikulam Adinam. In the year 2015, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Mahasanidhanam of Dharmamukti Swargapuram Adinam. In the same year, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was also coronated as the Guru Mahasanidhanam of Adipitha Koladamat. And he was also elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 spiritual leaders and pontiffs. With this, we conclude this short introduction of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Now, we'll be moving on into our next segment, where some of our very special guests will be sharing their experiences on manifesting Paramashivoham, manifesting Mahaparamashivoham. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back. Nithyanandam.
welcome all of you, the whole world, to come and celebrate, enjoy not only the enlightenment ecosystem, the beauty of how it is getting revived. Be an insider for this great revival process. If you are an insider even for a startup company, you will understand not only the result of the company, even that being an insider is such a joy. Being an insider when it was happening is something extraordinary. So, I welcome all of you to come and be part of an insider of this revival of Kailasa, the enlightenment ecosystem, sovereign order of Kailasa, Kailasa nation itself. I request and welcome, invite all of you to become e-Kailasian. Get your free e-passport and make billions receive this free e-passport. What I mean by the word e-Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is e-Kailasa. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost.
Modern science says that all that exists, whether manifest or unmanifest, is a probability. Infinite probabilities create a quantum field of infinite potential. An observer collapses the probability wave into a particle. Your intention thus creates the reality. Called the observer effect, it is the very act of observation that precipitates any reality into existence. Hinduism is far advanced than this primitive understanding in the modern day. Hindus know this field of infinite potential as Paramashiva. Paramashiva permeates everything, manifest and unmanifest. He is intelligent, compassionate, and a myriad other auspicious qualities. Our scriptures provide detailed descriptions of how to invoke His presence on the earthly plane, the visualizations that manifest Him, the mantras, sounds that invoke Him, how He looks, His various dimensions, the actions that please Him and have His blessings rain on you, the times in the past when He has manifested for us and led us through a breakthrough.
Nithyananda, everyone, welcome back. And we'd like to take this opportunity to share a little bit more about what is the possibilities being revived by the ancient Enlightenment Hindu civilizational nation of Kailasa and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidhanam, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, and what the experiences have been happening as the superconscious breakthrough, the experiences of the initiations and darshans from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, whether it be in the Paramashivoham 3 experience or the darshans as the Paramashivoham has already begun. So whether you're a new or a visitor or a frequent visitor, one of the links we want to share with all of you is the Paramashivoham.org. So connecting to this link is the way for you to set your intention for having a breakthrough and creating a new possibility in your life for whatever is your intention or any aspect of your life you'd like to improve on. If you'd like to raise any aspect of your life, whether it be health, wealth, relationships, career, etc., the darshans and initiations from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, along with the science of how to manifest the sciences of Sanatana Hindu Dharma and yourself as a conscious being, is part of the gift and the wealth that you'll be given through the initiations with Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Paramashivoham.org is your link to set your intention and declare your intention strongly for what is the breakthrough that you'd like to have in your life. So I'd like to invite everyone at this time to click on paramashivoham.org and enter your intention to attend the next breakthrough program from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Paramashivoham, beginning December 9th to 29th as a 21-day event. So that's paramashivoham.org. Enter your intention to be part of this next level experience. One other link is the events.kailasa.org. So this is a daily experience given by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, starting already the Paramashivoham process. So each one of us can attend on a daily basis through events.kailasa.org, and friends and family welcome to this daily happening as well. Now, how does the spiritual growth happen in each individual one of us? The Bhagavad Gita says in the 2nd chapter, 61st verse, Tani sarvani samyamya yukta sita matparaha vashehiya sandriyani tasya prajna pratishtita. And the translation is, whether you believe it or not, whether you want to understand it or not, you are a person, you are an individual soul reflecting pure consciousness. So whether you want to understand or believe it or not, you are an individual soul reflecting the pure consciousness. So each one of us exists with that higher possibility, not just I'm an individual, but the higher possibility that I am reflecting that pure consciousness also. So if that's the case of my life revealed to me from Bhagavad Gita, that I am an individual soul reflecting the pure consciousness, then how does the spiritual growth happen to me? The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism reveals your conscious decision to empower the oneness experience is enough for the oneness to blossom in you. So Swamiji reveals that your conscious decision just to empower the oneness experience, your conscious decision just to pay attention to the oneness experience is enough to make that oneness blossom in you. Swamiji says, it is just declaring your willingness, the conscious willingness. So you just saying yes to life, you saying yes to you is enough to make the higher consciousness and the higher possibilities in life manifest as a reality in your experience. And so now this willingness, starting from the truth that you are an individual soul reflecting the pure consciousness, that is my state and space. So now the possibility for me reaches to a higher dimension when I decide that I am open to that possibility. And this is exactly what we see in the various studies verifying this science that Swamiji is giving as a gift. So there's been many studies performed of the participants in the initiations and darshans, especially the 21-day programs with Swamiji, and receiving these darshan gifts, these initiations into higher dimensions, into what is called as the vertical time zones. So not just the future and the past and the present, but actually being able to experience a different dimension and a higher space of reality now. This is the vertical time zones, or the higher lokas, the higher dimensions of you. So as Bhagavad Gita tells us, you are an individual soul reflecting the pure consciousness. That means you have the possibility to reflect and express that pure consciousness. Not only whatever we think as our daily mundane reality in the three-dimensional world, or in our human existence as part of our relationships or part of our job or whatever it is, but we have that existential possibility to actually manifest the higher dimensions now. So these results and effects of the initiations from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism have been shown repeatedly through various scientific studies of participants in these programs, such as Paramashivoham, through the Paramashivoham.org link, where we shared the information for the intention setting earlier. People who have participated in these programs, the scientific studies done on their system, for example, the mitochondrial energy of the cell. So the mitochondria is known as like the cell battery, the powerhouse of the cell. And for example, participating in some intense gym or yoga may raise the mitochondrial energy by a 30 or 40% level, and that too would be measured, say, like in the muscles. The result that has been measured from participants in the 21-day initiation programs from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has shown a 1,300% increase in mitochondrial energy. So levels literally that science has no idea exist and has never seen before. So what is the possibility that can happen in your system with that? Literally, scientists cannot tell you. And it was also noted by the group of scientists who were performing these studies that, importantly, that this change in mitochondrial energy was seen not just in the muscular or tissue level, but in the cell level itself. So when the cells themselves, not just the tissues, but the change is seen not just in the tissue, but in the cell itself, that has a direct impact on things like anti-aging, the vigorousness with which cells maintain their life energy, and the length of time that they stay in a high energy mode and do not disintegrate or lose their qualities, and the extent to which they're able to pass on these qualities when they divide and create new cells. So all these are different aspects of anti-aging. So these are some of the impacts that have been seen through different studies of what happens during the programs like Paramashivoham, Paramashivoham coming up December 9th to 29th, and the initiation processes with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. There's many other studies in epigenetics and otherwise that have shown the multiple benefits of yoga, meditation, and how your conscious decision has a direct impact on the quality of your life. And these various studies show how, just like we were discussing, is revealed in Bhagavad Gita and from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, just your decision is enough for you to experience higher possibilities in life. So you saying yes to you, Paramashivoham.org, enter your intention and make a strong statement to life. I'm saying yes to me and a new possibility. So all of these things are seen in various different studies. For example, the impact on your ability to downregulate or upregulate different gene clusters based on where your consciousness resides, in lower moods, higher moods, or higher lokas. So the modern science starting to catch up to some aspects of the ancient Enlightenment Hindu science of enlightenment, and the masters, gurus, avatars, incarnations like Swamiji, who gives this as a gift and effortlessly to all of us. So some of the experiences from the participants in these initiations with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism are here to share their experiences with us today. I'd like to take a moment to welcome Dominic Walter. Thank you so much, Aya, for joining us today. If you would just unmute yourself. And please just briefly introduce yourself, for everyone who is watching. Thank you so much.
Yes, Nithyananda Maharaj, Nithyananda Nanda, and Nithyananda, everyone who is watching. Like Maharaj already said, my name is Dominic Walter. I'm currently 28 years old, and I live in Zurich, the city in Switzerland. I followed Swamiji since quite a while, and I've experienced many nice, amazing spiritual experiences along my way, ups and downs, like all the things in life. And one of the most amazing things I would like to share with you today, as one or two of the experiences. So, for example, for me, when I have these Bhava Samadhi darshans, which are the initiations of Swamiji, which are the literal transmission of energy of an enlightened being on your body, on your system, which is done through the mirroring of the neurons. So the mirroring, which happens through your brain, you seeing somebody else's capability, mirroring your brain's neurons with the mirroring with the neurons of an enlightened being, makes you manifest those extraordinary powers and possibilities of enlightenment itself. So through that, I was able to awaken. So like Swamiji was able to awaken my Kundalini energy, which is dormant in my body. And for me, and that feeling has given me a lot of strength in myself, in my body. And it was not like emotional or mental thing. Like for me, it's just my experience. I felt that it's an intense, strong heat in the body, and you can feel it in the spine. You can feel it in the bottom of the body, and it does certain things. Like you can, I mean, I can feel it everywhere. And usually after these sessions or after these initiations and programs, I do feel, it's not immediately after, but like just a little bit after, I feel a lot more at ease and more comfortable with my own body, for example. And that's just my experience, right? So everybody else has different experiences. Some experience levitation, like, I mean, I've experienced some form of that as well by the Kundalini awakening, but that's another story. You can say different people have different journeys and they experience different things, whether it's emotional love, bhakti, or they go into trance or whatever. So for everyone, it's different. And like I said, for me, it was that experience. Sometimes it's also changing. So that's one part of what I'd like to share today with you. And there's some other.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Thank you. And so that's what. So you're sharing about that you are able to feel this energy change once, not before the initiations and darshans, but when Swamiji begins the initiation process, you yourself, you're able to sense the Kundalini awakening happening strongly in your body.
Yes, very strongly. Like that's the only thing I can experience. Like you can say, like it's doing all kind of things with my body. Looks weird from the outside world. It can be very weird if you look from the outside world, but or like a seizure or whatever. But it shakes my body and it does crazy things. That's for sure. And also completion happens afterwards.
Right. And so that's what. So like we were telling about the mitochondrial cell energy has already been measured to a level of 1300% as an increase in participants of the 21 days of initiations with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So that kind of energy level is completely off the charts of what science knows how to measure. Like was stated earlier, the participation in an intense yoga or gymming session may raise mitochondrial energy in the muscles or tissue by a 30 or 40% level. 1300%, what possibility that can create, literally modern science doesn't know and cannot measure. So like you're saying, so the initiation experiences with Swamiji awakens a huge amount of energy in your body, and you experience that physically. And afterwards, you also feel, you said, experience a deep sense of completion, like something else has been cleansed from your system. So this is not just the energetic rush, but literally something happening on a completely different level in a higher dimension, deep from our source of consciousness, cleaning out incompletions and leaving us refreshed with more clarity, understanding, confidence, and as you had shared, with the comfort in your own body, and just that general sense of well-being from one single experience.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like how you perceive the world. So like the way you perceive the world, if it's something looks beautiful one day, or something looks weird the other day, like how you perceive the world, yourself, and God, like all these, so this whole perception of yourself about these things, they change after initiation. Like you can see, they might not change forever. Sometimes they take more initiations or whatever, but some do, some are more stronger and some are less. But in general, like you can say all these changes, they're in a way powerful. So like they, all these change of perception you receive, they are, we call it a powerful cognition. So from time to time we get more powerful cognition, and like we ultimately want to receive the full energy of Swamiji, or the ultimate enlightenment. But for that, we obviously need also detoxification of the body. That's another thing as well. And yeah.
Great. And actually, so Dominic, as you were sharing, so Swamiji gives these Kundalini awakening experiences, this initiation into the superconscious mutation process.
And
so
the greatest thing of all is like you get all these things for free, right? You can log in for the free initiations, and you get a free like upgrade. You just watch, and you receive all these powers and these amazing feelings and strong cognitions and everything completely for free. But also you're able to join during the programs for longer sessions with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, where you'll be able to manifest those cognitions even stronger. And yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Your decision, the strength of your decision to empower the oneness experience is enough to make that oneness blossom in you. That much we've learned from Bhagavad Gita today. And so that is exactly what you're saying, Aya. That's what, so everyone out there, if you decide the more strongly you decide, the more intensely you decide to empower the oneness experience in you, the stronger it's going to blossom in you. So as Dominic is sharing, that participation continuously in the 21-day programs with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is a strong decision that I am manifesting this change in my life, and it must happen. When you decide with that strength and clarity, then whatever reality you want to manifest is the gift that Swamiji gives in initiations to happen and manifest in your life. So Paramashivoham.org, reminder for everyone to enter your intention and join us daily, starting now at events.kailasa.org to experience these initiations on a daily basis, as the Maha Paramashivoham has already begun. And one other thing, Dominic, that you had shared about your experiences with the Kundalini awakening and this feeling connection and this strength of completion and powerfulness, you actually have shared a very beautiful sort of connection with puja and offering the puja. Would you just maybe share something about what that is experienced, the unexpected aspects? Because in the superconscious mutation process, yes, Swamiji gives the darshan and initiation where he does his work that we cannot understand. He's working on a completely different level. But Swamiji also gives the possibility and techniques. This is the mutation part, that after you have that initiation, now you can live by these, as you said, powerful cognitions, and you're going to see this oneness experience continue to flower in multiple dimensions. And one dimension of that is puja, that you've had a lot of beautiful experiences with. I wonder if you would share something about your experience with connecting with the divine through the practice of offering the authentic puja and offerings.
Yeah, I mean, so for me, like, what? So first of all, like, we have to understand what is puja. So it's basically you're having a miniature of the cosmos in front of you, and you're going to give your love and your gratitude towards that. But you're not worshiping anything like miniature in front of you. You're worshiping through the miniature to the cosmos. So you're offering your worship and your gratitude to the guru or to the cosmos, and you do that with flower, sandalwood, water, incense, all these things. And while you do that, you can just do this like in a way which is like you just do a routine without like emotions. You try to do it with heart, with a lot of gratitude, and you try to just do it like in a playful mood, or whichever like mood is best for you to be in the space of gratitude, devotion, all that aspects of you. So because for you to manifest the ultimate, it's best to be in the space of bhakti, in the space of devotion, because then, only then, Swamiji is able to manifest through you. Yeah. So, I mean, for me, my experiences with puja, they are very intimate. But what I can say is, for sure, I can help you to manifest whatever you want. Basically, it's like a tool of manifestation of your desires or whatever you like. You just do the puja, and you have the strong sankalpa or intention of what you like to manifest, and it will simply manifest. And of course, the puja also creates strong energy inside your body, and the powerful cognitions, they manifest in you also strongly. Like same with the initiations. Yeah.
Right, exactly. And that's what Swamiji has also shared as part of the morning spiritual routine of yoga and puja, that the puja is the time where he downloads the powers, where he gives the gifts. It literally is an initiation. And actually, Dominic, that is what you had shared as your experience, that it literally is an initiation. So Swamiji gives the initial darshan and initiation into the higher dimensions of our consciousness, entangling us even through the process of mirroring neurons, as you had shared, and the process of entangling our system with the higher consciousness. So once we come into the contact with that higher possibility, it stays as part of our system. And Swamiji gives the various lifestyle practices of how to, as you said, even through the puja, create whatever you want, set your sankalpa, and experience the Kundalini awakening through the feeling connection in the offering of puja, and make that as another declaration, initiation into manifesting whatever you want as part of your reality. So actually a beautiful transformation, an entire life transformation just from the initiation of Swamiji, and just carrying that initiation forward with, as you shared, Aya, a new way of viewing the world, a new way of viewing others. When you change those aspects of you through the experiences of your higher possibilities with the darshan and initiations of the Supreme Pandav of Hinduism, that changes every aspect of your life, and gives you the control to even create those experiences on a daily basis at will, as you shared, just through the decision to connect with a deep intention or even a strong loving feeling. So just want to thank you very much, Aya, for joining us today and sharing all your beautiful experiences.
Thank you. Thank you, Nithyanandam, everyone. Nithyanandam.
Great. And so a reminder, everyone, to visit to paramashivoham.org and enter your intention to be there at the Paramashivoham, December 9th to 29th. You can do it. You can manifest anything you want. It's just your decision. Bhagavad Gita is telling us you are an individual soul reflecting the pure consciousness. Just your willingness to empower the oneness experience in you makes it blossom in your life. So set your strong intention by taking an action and enter your intention at paramashivoham.org. So with this, let us now prepare to receive the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in their live satsang and manifest this science continuously. One key technique for manifesting the science of the darshans, initiations from Swamiji, and what you'd like to create in your life is simply visualize that intention has already happened. Whatever it is, blockage you want to remove or something you want to manifest, visualize it's already happened and chant Mahavakya intensely until you will feel and experience the breakthrough. So let us now engage in this process and chant Mahavakya intensely to receive the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda.
Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
ஆனந்தத்தின் மந்திரன், லோகநாயகியின் மைந்தன், உலகையே ஆள வந்த நித்யானந்தன் காவியமா ஆக்கிட்டாரு. அப்படியா? 7 கடல் தாண்டி ராசாவா வந்துட்டாரு. எல்லோருக்கும் ஊருதான் கண்டு வைக்கும், இவருக்கு தான் உலகமே கண்டு வைக்கும். சுத்தி போடுங்க நீ. வருகிற நாள் எல்லாம் வளமாக வாழணும், இருக்கிற நாள் எல்லாம் நமக்காக மாத்தணும். அதுக்கு இப்போது நாம் என்ன செய்யணும்? நித்யானந்தரின் சொல் கேட்டு நடக்கணும். மனிதராய் பிறந்த நம்ம எல்லாம் காக்கத்தான் கைலாசா என்னும் புது உலக கொடுத்துட்டான். பகவானே வந்திருக்கா, மனித ரூபா கொண்டு இருக்கா. தர்மம் என்னும் தேரில் ஏறி ஞானம் என்னும் போரில் வென்றா. மனித குலம் வந்துருச்சி கைலாசம்தான், தந்துருச்சி சிவவாசம்தான், வந்துருச்சி.
ஓம் நித்யானந்தேஸ்வர பரமசிவ சமாரம்பாம் நித்யானந்தேஸ்வரி பரமசக்தி மத்யமாம் அஸ்மதாச்சார்ய பர்யந்தாம் வந்தே குரு பரம்பராம். I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all of you sitting with us all over the world with my love, respects, blessings. Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Collapse the time through your consciousness. Listen. Just sincerely listen. I'll make this as an initiation in you now. I don't have a time to waste. Just give you satsang and then prepare you, then initiate you, then enlighten you. No. Neither want to waste your time nor want to waste my time. I want to make your time and my time best, most productive. Sit now. I'll give you the great truths verbally and powerfully initiate them into your consciousness. Make them as a reality manifesting in your life now. So sit with a deep sincerity. If you want, get a cup of hot chocolate, cup of coffee, tea. Just sit comfortably. If you are comfortable, that's enough. You can even stretch your leg, sit on your couch, or even lie down on your bed. That is all okay. Just be awake and comfortable. Stiram Sukham Asanam. Be stable and comfortable. For me, sitting in this straight, either Ardha Padmasana or Padmasana is the most comfortable. I think Padmasana is always my best. Stiram Sukham for me is my Padmasana. For you, it may be any asana which gives you that Stiram Sukham, means steady, stable and comfortable. Sukham. Get into your Stiram Sukham asanam. It can be for some people stretching the leg, for some people sitting straight, for some people lying on the bed. Anything is okay. Just be stable and comfortable. I'll make this truth into reality in you. Listen. Understand these 5 dimensions: length, breadth, depth, time, space. Modern day scientists are trying to separate time and space, but ancient Vedic scientists, our masters, have always mentioned time and space more or less as a one. There's no watertight compartment between time and space. So anyhow, I'll try to explain in your logic, the logic which you understand, that way. So listen. When a breadth dimension manifests, it just swallows the length. Length loses all its qualities when it is taken over by the breadth. I tell you, when I was swallowed by Arunagiri Yogeshwara, I lost all my individual identity and qualities and quantity, everything. Just Paramashiva swallowed me and he became me. And I am happy about it. I welcomed it and I enjoyed it and I am enjoying it even now. And I am so happy I took the decision of offering me to Paramashiva for him to digest me into him. Like how big fish swallows the small fish, big snakes swallows the small snake. How my Guru Paramashiva just swallowed me and digested me into him. Same way, higher dimensions just swallows the lower dimension. When breath manifests, it just swallows the length. When depth manifests, it swallows the breadth and length both. When time manifests, it swallows length, breadth, depth, all three. When space manifests, it swallows time, length, breadth, depth, all four. When consciousness manifests, it swallows all. Length, breadth, depth, time, space, all. I am telling you, you have consciousness which can just swallow the time. You can apply this science very practically in your day-to-day life. You can make it into reality. Anything which you think may happen in future, for example, you are working 8 hours a day. In the same way, if you work, you will make $1 million in 2 years. But if you consciously apply your will persistence, infuse that in your day-to-day activity, that 2-year time will be drastically reduced to 2 months, 2 weeks, sometimes even 2 days. That is what I call power manifestation. And it is not something difficult. Understand? You have been empowered, hardwired with consciousness. Without consciousness, your body cannot function. Understand that. If you are able to convert blood into blood, be very clear, you have consciousness. All the mechanisms, spare parts, hardware, software, everything needed for a consciousness to function, manifest itself, if only that is available end to end, the inhaling comes out as exhaling, and blood gets converted into blood. If all this is happening in you, even with the difficulty, be very clear, you have consciousness. You just need to decide not to have the fear about the struggle and failures. Treat that struggle and failures very cheaply. Don't be afraid of it. Once my guru told me very clearly, Arunagiri Yogeshwara, "Hey, pasi tangal udal shakti, pari tangal mana shakti, bhakti tangal uyir shakti." If I just explain these 3 statements, it will go for another 3-4 hours. I'll do that. Now first understand this one thing. Stop being terrorized, frightened about your struggles and failures. The moment you decide your consciousness is the supreme identity you have, you will not empower. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, listen. The power your depression has over you is you thinking how many ever times I try to stop this depression, I am not able to, I am failing, I am again and again falling into this depression. This thought empowers your depression. Any pattern you have, you giving up first is the power that pattern gains. Listen. Understand this? It's a very subtle trigger you go through. Anyone allows this trigger to become a lifestyle, you become the serial offender of consciousness. If you say, oh God, I struggled so many times with my depression, I am not able to keep up, I give up. This thought will make depression as a lifestyle for you. Stop getting tired. Stop getting bullied by your failures. Yes, till yesterday you failed. That does not mean today you are going to fail again. You are going to do it. What is there? Till yesterday I failed. Okay. So today I have a chance. Either I will be successful or failure, same as yesterday. So there is nothing to lose. That's all. Look at that from this angle. Deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't go for any other solution. Yesterday, one fellow was trying to describe my Gurukul. Oh, Gurukul means you have to do everything enlightenment focused. Nothing practical or things needed for your day-to-day life should be done. What a violent, terrorist fellow to give this worst description about Gurukul. Not only Gurukul, on enlightenment science, doing everything consciousness, enlightenment centric, which is the most practical. The Macaulay is the most impractical, which even these stupid engineers don't use the instruments, get trained in their practical lab with something which they are going to work once they come out of engineering college. I tell you, I did engineering diploma and I have seen enough of engineering colleges. You get only the museum of the machines which was there long ago, once upon a time when India became independent. When you are studying, this so-called Macaulay's education system is the most stupid, outdated, impractical. And this fellow, the Macaulay monster, is thoroughly brainwashed. He thinks the enlightenment centric system is most impractical. and nothing related to life should be done. Oh God. But one good news is that fellow was not in front of me physically. So he saved himself. He escaped. I tell you, dealing your life conscious centric, enlightenment centric is the most practical, powerful, real actual life. Struggle is nothing but justifying your laziness, arrogance, stupidity as a cute part of you. Be ferocious, be practical with yourself. Life is life positivity. Life is for those who decide to be life positive. Understand? Monica Sulender Nitya Nishkrodananda. Blessings. I read your message. I am with him. I am attending to him. Don't worry. Now listen. If you are already successful, then there is a danger of losing something which you gained through your success. But you already failed, then there is nothing to lose. Have guts, courage. Beggar has nothing to lose. If already you have failed multiple times, then there's nothing to lose. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. A powerful conscious will persistence. Your consciousness has power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all the incompletions, struggles, frustrations, failures, depressions, all negativity and all toxins. Listen. Sit with your life situations. Don't avoid. Decide to pour conscious solution decide to be intense in every activity. Everything you need, knowledge, cosmic support in the form of intelligence, resources, blessings, energy, all is available. Hey, listen. All is available. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am not helping you in positive thinking. No. Thinking itself is a shit. What is there in positive thinking? Listen. I am triggering your consciousness. I am triggering your consciousness. Look into your life. Listen to this. Time itself is nothing but your decision to be lazy, arrogant, stupid, and struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is Kala. Your decision to swallow the time and all the struggles, frustrations, failures, everything is Kala Bhairava. Whether in the health level or in the mind level, thinking level, conscious level, don't struggle with the same problem second time. Don't be a cheap stupid to struggle with the same pattern second day. Hey, once you struggled with one pattern, that's okay, enough. Why will you do the same struggle second time? I always tell my disciples, at least don't do the same mistake again and again. Even if you decide that much, that's enough. Because you are not that creative to do new mistakes. If you decide not to do same mistake again, you will not do any mistakes. In few days, you will exhaust all mistakes. You will not be able to creatively find new problems. You are not that creative. I trust your ability and I know you. You are not that creative to come up with new problems. So listen. Listen carefully. If you decide to break even one pattern, one struggle, one frustration, one failure, you reduce the time drastically. 1 million per 2 year, it reduces into 1 million in 2 months. Listen. I'm talking in the angle of money because only that you understand. You can apply this in the angle of health, in the angle of anything. Day-to-day life, relationships, career, in every level. Business, when you decide not to get frustrated about your frustration, not to be failed by your failures, not to be depressed by your depression, when you outsmart your repetitive thought currents. Repetitive thought currents are time. Time has nothing to do with chronology. Listen. Only an ordinary worker who gets up, goes to office morning 8 o'clock and works like an ordinary worker is bound by the chronological time. 99% of you, at least my devotees, my disciples who are following me, who have become economically independent, self-sufficient, who are boss, your own boss, who made your own life, you all don't live actually in chronological time. You all live in psychological time. Chronological time is used only for 1 or 2 meetings with outsiders, Buloka people. Like this birthdays, Saranka Vidyakaran Malitya Lalatakshananda, birthday blessings. So like this birthday or meeting with the people of the Buloka, planet Earth. For that you may need chronological time. But you don't exist and live in chronological time. See, once you are self-sufficient, you are your own boss, you have your time, your life for yourself. You don't live in chronological time, you live in psychological time. Psychological time is nothing but the rut of mental patterns. Somebody asked me, Swamiji, in Ramayana there is a story, Ahalya was cursed to be a stone for ages. Was she really for millions of years lived as a stone? Listen, if you decide not to break your depression, the millions of years chronological time, you will be in depression. But the moment you decide to break that pattern, you just swallow the whole millions of years and wake up now. The feat of Sri Ramachandra triggered so much of joy, life positivity, clarity, love in her. She just decided to get out of the depression state. Understand? She just decided to get out of the depression state. That's all. Now, I'll give you just 2-3 minutes. Take a paper and pen and try to pen down what is the major patterns with which you are struggling now, today. You don't need to list from your birth. Now, immediately if you open your eyes, who are the enemies you are seeing in front of your eyes other than your spouse? Other than your spouse, you will be seeing some enemies in front of you. the internal enemies. List them. I'll initiate you to demolish this concept of time through your consciousness. You can just collapse the time and swallow it inside. You are empowered conscious. Don't decide to fast forward life. Decide to swallow time. Listen. I'm repeating. Now decide to bulldoze your laziness. Be ferocious with your self-depressing, self-detaining doubts and patterns. Load yourself with more commitment, more responsibility, more activism. Bulldoze your laziness and commit. Tomorrow onwards, I'm going to do the yoga. And after 1 week, if you feel nothing wrong, don't worry. Again, I'll come to satsang and scream at you and force you to do the yoga. See, as long as you have me as your guru, as long as the kantamala is there in your neck, don't worry. What I will do, I don't know, but I'll get you enlightened. I'll make you manifest Paramashivatva. Only if you remove that, then after that, it's your life. As long as you have that, your commitment to me, I know what to do with you. I can outsmart all your patterns because I have outsmarted all my patterns. I can easily outsmart your patterns. So understand, don't worry about, today if I commit more to do exact yoga, puja, and whole day to be active. After 1 week, again, I'll feel loaded, I'll fail, and I'll fall into frustration, more worry, more struggle, more depression of failure. Oh, the same rat. No, don't worry. After 1 week, I will come and scream at you. Satsang is nothing but screaming at you very politely, that's all. Don't worry. Because it's a public platform, I cannot loudly scream. But when you hear inside you, the inner guru, he will scream at you deeply, don't worry. The voice only which you and me hear, that will be different. The voice which everyone hears along with you will be very socially polite, politically polite. But inside you, I am sitting inside your Anandagandha. The voice which only you and me can hear, that will be different, don't worry. As long as you have Kantamala, I am your guru, I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Don't worry about tomorrow, day after tomorrow, failure, collapsing. Today decide, hey, all this is in front of me. I will swallow it and finish it off. I am telling you, I myself broke One pattern at a time. That is the way I evolve. Then breaking the pattern becomes pattern after 2-3 successes. That made me break 100 patterns a day. Then that gave me the courage and made me break 1,000 patterns a day. And finally, one day I broke everything, whole length, breadth, depth, time, space, everything, and swallowed everything into consciousness, and superconscious swallowed the consciousness also. That's all. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. Don't think if I jump today too much height, try to fly, I may fall after a week. It's okay. I'll be there as a net to protect you and raise you. I'll be there. And I am there all the time. After 2 days, again I'll raise you. Don't worry. I'll come back for one more satsang and sit and scream at you like this. I'm like an old man sitting on that veranda outside the house, swallowing the betel leaf and nut and terrorizing every fellow who walks around here and there, who falls in my eyes. Every house will have like this one old grandfather who will be sitting, swallowing, chewing the betel leaf and betel nut. And anyone falls in their eyes, that day they are gone. He will bring their whole jatakam and wake him up and make him up. I am like that kind of an old person. I'll be continuously reminding you, don't worry. Till you become enlightened. I won't rest. Till you become Paramashiva. I won't rest. Don't worry at all. Ramesh Ramani birthday blessings. With all the auspiciousness, you will be with me, I'll be with you. Blessings. Listen. When I am giving you these great truths, don't think I am trying to teach you life positivity. I am giving a pep talk. No, I am giving you conscious initiation. Learn this truth, what I am talking, from the level of consciousness, from the perspective of consciousness, from the perspective of enlightenment. Only then when you do yoga, it will lead to enlightenment. Only then when you do puja, it will lead to enlightenment. You can do yoga just for health also. Who wants just health? Just health is not the goal. Health for enlightenment, health from enlightenment, health to manifest and radiate enlightenment. Health to manifest superconsciousness. That is what we want. Understand? Enlightenment centric health, enlightenment centric wealth, enlightenment centric relationships, enlightenment centric career, enlightenment centric power manifestation, enlightenment centric everything in and around you. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. With today's initiation, I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. I'll empower your consciousness to swallow time. Time is nothing but a cheap struggle with the same cheap patterns. You know, you get constipated with certain food, but you eat the same shit. That's what I call getting stuck in time in the level of health. Breaking from that, liberating yourself saves time. I tell you, if you save time by reducing the wastage of time in your life, even in one or two small things, Paramashiva then supports and saves you time without wasting it in your enlightenment manifestation, power manifestation. You break ordinary small pattern of food. Paramashiva will break the pattern of assuming the stomach and body. You break the pattern of one roga, one disease. Paramashiva will break the pattern of Bhavaroga, the disease of birth and death for you. See, this Nitya Yoga, Nitya Puja and all for this purpose only. Breaking the laziness ferociously. See, when you do Nitya Puja, you have to sit with yourself and Paramashiva. So naturally, you have to break all frustration. Any frustration you have, it will finally land on Paramashiva only. Any doubt you have, it will finally land on Guru only. If you have a self-doubt, you will have a Guru doubt. Naturally, if you have a Guru doubt, you will have a Paramashiva doubt. You will doubt Paramashiva. When you sit for puja, all this will trigger in you. And you have to ferociously break that to sit for puja. So if you decide to sit for puja every day, all this rut, self-doubt, Guru doubt, Paramashiva doubt, all this will become irrelevant. And after 3-4 days, the doubts will feel so shy and doubtful about themselves. They will leave you, oh, this fellow, nothing can be done with this fellow. How much ever we bully him, he all the time goes with his Guru and we can't destroy him. They will go away and they may even go away to your mother-in-law. They may go away towards your enemies. You will be free. So understand. Swallow the time. Swallow the time by breaking patterns. If you have the laziness to do yoga, break it now. After the satsang, do 108 Surya Namaskar. By 30, 40, you may lie down. That is okay. Tomorrow I'll come and terrorize you and make you do 50. Day after tomorrow I'll come and terrorize you, whether through satsang or from inside, and make you do 108 Surya Namaskar. I tell you, in few days, you will see power. When you see the result, enlightenment becomes addictive. The moment I trigger the result in you, enlightenment becomes addictive. Power manifestation becomes addictive. Paramashiva becomes addictive. That is what my Guru has done in me, done to me. Arunagiri Yogeshwara, he showed the results and then he became addictive for me. I tell you, the patterns with which you struggle gets documented in your kidney, in your intestine. When you break the patterns, again, that freedom gets documented in your kidney and in your intestine. Even they start supporting you. When you break the pattern of worrying, your digestion will suddenly improve. The detox happening in your body will suddenly improve. Somebody is asking the question, oh, Surya Namaskar has to be done only in Brahma Muhurta. Should I wait till the Brahma Muhurta comes or can we do it in any day? உன் லைஃப்பில் சாந்தி முகூர்த்தம் வர வரைக்கும் நீ எதுக்காகவாது வெயிட் பண்ணியிருந்தீங்கன்னா பிரம்ம முகூர்த்தம் வர வரைக்கும் யோகா பண்ணுறதுக்கு வெயிட் பண்ணு. மற்றதுக்கெல்லாம் சாந்தி முகூர்த்தம் வர வரைக்கும் வெயிட் பண்ணலன்னா அப்புறம் சூரிய நமஸ்காரத்துக்கு மட்டும் எதுக்குடா பிரம்ம முகூர்த்தம் வர வரைக்கும் வெயிட் பண்ணுவீங்க? இதை விட நேரடியாக எப்படா சொல்ல முடியும்? நல்ல வேலைங்களுக்கெல்லாம் மட்டும் முகூர்த்தம் பார்ப்பானுங்களாம். இவனுங்களுக்கு தேவையானதுக்கெல்லாம் அப்படியே முகூர்த்தம் வர வரைக்கும் வெயிட் பண்றானுங்களா? லூசாடா. நல்ல வேலைங்கன்னா மட்டும் உடனே என்ன பண்ணுவானுங்க? முகூர்த்தம், சுப முகூர்த்தம், அந்த முகூர்த்தம், இந்த முகூர்த்தம். மற்றதுக்கெல்லாம் மட்டும் என்ன சாந்தி முகூர்த்தம் டைம் வர வரைக்கும் வெயிட் பண்ணீங்களா? வேணுங்கிறதுக்கெல்லாம் முகூர்த்தம் வர வரைக்கும் வெயிட் பண்றது கிடையாது. மூடு வந்தோடனே முடிக்கிறது. நல்ல வேலைன்னா மட்டும் முகூர்த்தம் வரட்டும், இந்த முகூர்த்தம் வரட்டும், பிரம்ம முகூர்த்தம் வரட்டும், விஷ்ணு முகூர்த்தம் வரட்டும், சுப முகூர்த்தம் வரட்டும் அப்படிங்கிறது. லூஸ் பசங்களா. இதுகளெல்லாம் என்ன பண்றது? சரி, திட்டுறது மட்டும் தமிழ்ல திட்டினாதான் மனசு ஆறுது. உணர்வுல இருந்து பெரிய பெரிய பிலாசபி, ஆல் தி ஸ்பிரிச்சுவல் பிரின்சிபிள்ஸ் and all, I feel satisfied by revealing in English. But the screaming, I feel satisfied only if I scream in Tamil. Like I poured my heart out as it is, raw, straight, unedited. So the person who put the question, you get my answer translated. That cannot be translated also. But I said, you try to understand the meaning on your own somehow. I tell you, I am brought up by very powerful gurus, most beautiful gurus who took my life as their life. See, actually, I am not a first generation success. I am almost like a third, fourth generation success. 3-4 generation before, the vision, ambition, my guru, Paramaguru, Paramartha Guru, they cherished. My Paramartha Guru poured all his ambition, vision intensely into my Paramaguru. And my Paramaguru poured all his tapas, energy, intention, intensity into my Guru. And my Gurus have poured all their intention, energy, power, tapas, ferociousness, everything into me. I am that intense manifestation. That is why within the 44 years, so much has manifested through me. Understand? Only yesterday we realized, when we organized, till now, I think in when I was 12 or 13, I started writing books. Means like whatever I hear from my gurus, I started noting down and in an organized way. And the earliest book written by me, my own handwriting, we are able to retrieve, is maybe when I was 13 or 14. My teachings from my gurus. What I received from my gurus, I decided to pen down in my own way for myself. My teachings for myself, which I received from my gurus. Whatever I received from my gurus, how I need to apply it in my life, I started penning down. That is the earliest book available, written by my own hand, and the mantras I received from my gurus and the techniques I received from my gurus. From that time till now, all I have written, spoken, we have compiled and come up as books. You guys will be shocked. We have 3 full hard disks. Only one hard disk contains 1,100 books with ISBN number. Means already published, revealed to the world, and people are reading it, either hard copy or soft copy, digitally, Kindle, some form. And we have 2 more hard disks untouched. Means it has become a book, but not yet published with ISBN number. We are going to get the ISBN number and upload them as books. So much has been done in just 44 years because I had amazing gurus who were absolutely ferocious with me. They were very clear. They said, no question of do or die. If you die, who will do? No. No question of dying also. Just do. After that, what happens is different. Do is the only option. The intensity of 3-4 generations of my gurus poured into me made all this manifest. And I had an amazing ecosystem of gurus. It's not just one guru, please understand. I had a beautiful Guru Parampara. It's like a university. I learned Agama and Shaiva Siddhanta from Muduberum Bulavar Vidwan Panduranganar, Yoga from Yoganandapuri, the science of Aushada from Narayana Swami, and Nirahara Samyama, and the science of Nirahara from Mauna Swami, the science of Advaita Vedanta from Isakki Swami, and experiential Suddhadvaita from Annamalai Swami, Tantra from Mataji Vibhudanandapuri, an amazing ecosystem. They literally did all the tapas in my body. And I will do the same for you all. As long as you are my disciple, you come and sit for the satsang, that's enough. I know what to do inside you, outside you, to make you manifest Paramashiva. I am a guy who makes it happen. No question of reasons. I always tell, valid reasons for your failure does not make success. Valid reasons for not doing is not equivalent to getting it done, making it happen. Make it happen. Shock everyone by making it happen. That's my life. Last 44 years, this is the statement I can make comfortably about me. Shock everyone, surprise everyone by making it happen. Surprise the people who love you. Shock the people who hate you. But both by making it happen. Whether I surprise or shock, it's always by making it happen. If I start 10 projects and only one is successful, I will start 10,000 so that at least 100 will be successful. I won't even bother, oh, I started 10, one became successful. Let me start 10,000 and at least 1,000 will be successful. Even if it's 100 is successful, it's okay. Let me start 10,000. Unending excitement, enthusiasm, power, consciousness, life positivity swallows that length, breadth, depth, time, space, all the lower dimensions and makes you manifest Ishwaratva. Manifest Ishwaratva. Life is all about manifesting Paramashivoham. Don't waste time in going through the same rut and not deciding. In every level I am talking. I was so busy last 3 years, intensely working with a large team. Almost 100 team worked for me to get these embassies, diplomatic relationships, home country agreements and sister city agreements, and reaching out to multiple people and lobbying, getting the sovereign land for Kailasa, the autonomous lands and everything. Now we have a time to breathe because we have everything needed to stitch ourselves as a nation, present ourselves as a nation and offer it to the world. It's now sailing, smooth sailing. Then immediately the next thing I announced, let's have Paramashivoham. That's it. Paramashivoham level 3. That's it. Let's start our work. We did not have the programs directly conducted by me from morning till night, the whole day programs. Just because I was too engrossed in multiple meetings. You don't know how many country foreign affairs ministers, internal affairs ministers, home ministers, prime ministers, presidents we met and had sessions, calls. Pah. With grace of Paramashiva, directly Paramashiva's blessings, we are successful now. Now it is time we start the spiritual work again. Focus more on the spiritual work. Program starts, darshan starts. Soon, physical darshans will start. No question of relaxation should not be given the status of celebration after success. More work is the celebration after each success. If you are successful, celebrate your success with more work. More work is the festival. After every festival. If the Utsava is successful, make the Utsava into Nityotsava to make life a celebration and festival. My boys know this. My girls, my boys, they know it. If you make one Brahmotsava successful, it is going to become Nityotsava. That's what his life is all about. Celebrate the success with more work. Celebrate the conclusion of one festival with next festival. Celebrate the Brahmotsava, conclusion of the Brahmotsava with Nityotsava. Now even our branches are empowered. The branch Kailasas all over the world are fully empowered to run Brahmotsavams and Nityotsavams. Gauri S is messaging, I wish to have your physical darshan with family. The first batch which will receive physical darshan will be people who stood by me throughout this struggling period, during this period, whoever stood by me, those people will have the first darshan and they have the first right over the Kailasa. Like a founding fathers, all the SJP Ejamans and SJP Kartas and SJP manifestors and people who shared their time volunteering, who stood by me, being Adinavasis during this crisis, stood with their commitment to me during this turbulent period, all of them will have the first right over the Kailasa. Anyone relevant to my life, I keep every detail about that person inside me. People who are not relevant to my life, I don't even remember them. So be very clear. The Paramashivoham level 3 is going to be more revival of the whole thing. Whatever I shared till now, condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience. Starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, vertical time zone, states of consciousness, signs of the states of consciousness and the planes, multiple planes, everything. Gauri S is asking, I'm so happy you called my name. Please give name for my baby girl, Swami. If you are ready to give your girl to my Gurukul, I will give you name. My demands are straight. If you don't want, you keep your girl and give one more birth. You keep one, you give one to Gurukul. Whoever you want to give it to Gurukul, for that girl I will give name. That time maybe as a bonus I will give a name for this girl also. Either you can give one more birth to a boy or a girl or bring them up till the age of 7 and send them to Gurukul. Or inspire and enrich, at least make 10 people to live enlightenment, to practice Hinduism. Some way be active, alive. If you want to keep your girl, you name it. If you want to send that girl to Gurukul, then tell me, I'll name it. With whom they are going to grow, based on that I'll give the name. At least be productive in this way for Hinduism. Give birth till you can. Even if it is 10 kids, nothing wrong. Keep 3 or 4 for you to take care of you and your family lineage. Send all the remaining 7, 8 to Gurukul. I'll bring them up and they will be part of this Paramashiva Sena, the Paramashiva's mission. I assure you, I'll give them the best. That's all. Gauri S is committing, she will do. That's good. So when you send one baby to Gurukul, I'll give name for both babies. You put your original photo as a profile picture. Why are you just using G? So I'll keep your face in my memory and ask you whenever I see, hey, you committed. Where is the baby? The time you experience is just a mixture of your tiredness, laziness, repetitive stupidity. Tiredness, laziness, repetitive stupidity. Swallow it with your consciousness. I empower you. I'll swallow it for you. Clean it up. Make the fresh Satya Sankalpas. Form a new life. Whether your decision to do yoga and puja, temple volunteering, or your business, your work, your career, your health, your career, in everything. Take the load and be active and make powerful decisions. Even if it looks little impractical, as if you lived your whole life practical or what. Impractical in the direction of life positivity is okay. Even if you fail. You can get up and you will learn the habit of trying again and again. And proceed. Progress. So, essence of today's satsang. As living consciousness, swallow the time. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by swallowing your laziness, tiredness, frustration, stupidity, boredom, by being ferocious with yourself without blaming the external situations and others. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. As a living manifestation of Paramashiva, I trigger this as an initiation in all of you. Let consciousness, super consciousness, manifest in all of us. And manifest fully the unmanifest of Paramashivatva. Let Paramashiva manifest, Parameshwara manifest in all of us. Om, Om, Om. Om, Om, Om. Om, Om, Om. Om, 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 Om. Om, Om. With this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Paramadvaitam, Shuddhadvaita Saivam, the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa, Maha Kailasa, Paramashiva. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.